Hello everyone, today our topic is solenoid and the name of the chapter is moving charges and magnetism. This is a marker and when we do coiling of wire over it in this manner and then we remove this marker, then the coiling of wire which is formed is known as solenoid. Repeating again, this is a marker and we do coiling of wire over it and then we remove our marker, then the coiling which is formed is known as solenoid. Now let's have a look at the figure solenoid. This is area cross section and this is also area cross section. And this is coiling of wire. This is our coiling of wire. And the direction of current is like this. This is the direction of current. The current is coming from back and going there. The current is coming from here and going there. So we can find the direction of magnetic field if we spread our fingers like this, because the current is coming from here and going here like this, then the thumb will give the direction of magnetic field. Then the magnetic field is in this direction. If we spread our fingers like this, then the thumb will give the direction of magnetic field. This solenoid is of length L and the radius of the solenoid is R. This is the length of the solenoid and this is radius R. Now, what is infinite long solenoid? Infinite long solenoid means that when length of the solenoid is very greater than the radius of the solenoid. Infinite doesn't mean that it does not have its open end. Infinite is a relative term. So infinite long solenoid is when the length of the solenoid is very greater than the radius of the solenoid. Now if we cut our solenoid like this from here, then the figure so obtained will be like this. If we cut our solenoid along this line, then the figure so obtained will be like this. Now the current is coming from here. This is symbol which is used to show a quantity outside the plane, and this is to show the quantity into the plane. The current is coming from here and going there. Now here I am supposing an ampere loop. This is our ampere loop and this is our solenoid, and the current is coming from here and going there. And the direction of current is anti-clockwise. This is Q, this is P, this is Q, this is R, and this is S. And we have to find the magnitude of the magnetic field due to solenoid. Closed integral of B dot dl equals to mu naught I n. And this is our Ampere's circuital law. So we apply Ampere's circuital law in finding the magnitude of magnetic field due to solenoid. B dot dl plus integral of B dot dl plus integral of B dot dl plus close integral of B dot dl equals to mu naught I n. Here I have taken the four expressions because the wire is 4. PQ, suppose this is a wire and this is a wire, this is a wire, this is a wire. This is for PQ, this is for QR, this is for RS, and this is for SP. We have written the four expressions here because there is 4 wire: PQ, QR, RS, and SP. We know that no current is flowing in this wire because the current is coming from here and going here, and the current is coming from here and going there. Current is coming from here, so this means this wire has no current. So the term this becomes 0 because no current is here flowing through RS. And we know that the direction of magnetic field is in this direction. So for SP and QR, cos theta will be 90 degree because the direction of magnetic field is like this, in this from left to right, and the direction of current is from top to bottom. So the cos angle for QR and SP with magnetic field will be 0, and we know that will be 90 degree, and we know that cos 90 is 0. So QR will also become 0 degree and SP will also become 0 degree. RS becomes 0 because no current is flowing through the wire RS, and the angle which QR and SP made with the magnetic field is 90 degree, and we know that if we open this expression, then our result is B dl cos theta, and we know that here cos theta is 0 because here the angle is 90 degree. So we are only left with this expression, which is B dl cos theta equals to mu naught In. Now we have to find the magnetic field, and the direction of current is in this manner, and the magnetic field is also in the direction of the current. So we can say here theta will be 0 degree. That means cos 0 is 1 equals to mu naught I. Suppose here per unit length the number of turns is n. Suppose n is the number of turns per unit length. So magnetic field B, and we know that integration of dl will give 2 pi r. This the shape of the wire 2 pi r equals to mu naught sorry here suppose this is a wire of length x, so integration of dl will give x integration of dl will give x because the length of wire pq is x. Mu naught. Now we have to find the current. Per unit length there are number of turns which is equal to n, and we have to find number of turns in length x. So in length x, number of turns will be nx, and the total current will be nxi. Per unit length there are n number of turns, so how many turns will be there in length x? Will number of turns in length x will be equal to nx, and total current will be equal to nxi. So here we put nxi. X and x will be cancelled out, so we are left with b equals to mu naught ni. So this is the formula of finding the magnitude of magnetic field due to solenoid, and the formula is b equals to mu naught ni. This is our expression for finding the magnitude of magnetic field due to solenoid. Thank you. So our final formula will be like this: b equals to mu naught and I. This is our final formula of finding the magnitude of magnetic field due to solenoid. B equals to mu naught and I.